Good morning, guys. This is Darren coming to you from Keg Art on Instagram and my new YouTube channel. Thank you guys for following my art on Instagram and subscribing to my YouTube channel. I greatly appreciate it. I've got some coffee going here. In the background, I've got my painting of 42nd and 8th, which is 1/3 of the 3 Rush Street and Haight-Ashbury and New York's 42nd and 8th. You can also see my little arsenal of brushes and paints there in the background, my daily go-tos. I just kind of wanted to go over a couple things here this morning. I finished up clear coating the Schuberth helmet for the client over the alpha enamel. We used a matte clear. I really like what the matte clear does with alpha enamel. Just makes it really soft. I love the look. If you guys were in SEMA at all, like you saw the bike I painted, it had a matte clear on top of that. It's just really soft, really nice. But anyway, I want to share this with you. This is doing its final cure. We did a few layers, wet sanded a few more layers. We're getting ready to send it off to the client. Pretty cool. Anyway, this morning I wanted to do a little video with you guys on some drawing, kind of how I do some of my lettering. I've tried to adjust the lighting here in the area, and I'm going to go with a darker Prismacolor in hopes that my video allows you to see the drawing a little bit better. So anyway, hopefully that'll work out. If not, then I will make adjustments for you again so that things turn out better. Anyway, again, so the basics of just any type of sketching for me is starting out light and building the lines where I want them to be. And don't get me wrong, like when I was in college and art school and stuff, my professors and instructors, they were always like, more contrast, build. So I at one time was like having to learn all this stuff too. I didn't just, learn this. This is what I've been doing my whole life. So like I mentioned the other day, it's okay to build the sketch. So when it comes to fonts, it's an open book. You can do whatever. It's just whatever. I've picked up some styles over the years of tattooing and painting, influences that have affected me and my style and things I like. So I guess for basic starters today, I'm just going to sketch out. A lot of times if I'm doing a t-shirt design, or if I have a section of a tank panel, I'm just going to, not that I'm trying to create some sort of border or barrier here, I'm just trying to get an idea where things are going to flow. Even if, say I'm doing the top of a tank, top of a peanut tank, I have some basic idea of what the shape's going to be. Yeah, that's not showing up too bad. Right on. So, this is just an initial sketch. I like things to be in a manner where they're not straight on. I like a perspective. In this case, I'm going to do like the traditional FTW. So I'm going to start out with just the basic letters, just lines. You can kind of see them there a little bit, and then I kind of want things to flow in a certain manner. And again, you might get to where, all right, things are overflowing a little bit, so you need to adjust them. That's okay. This is on 8.5 by 11, just standard paper too. We're not working in my book this morning. And again, I like to put little curves on things. You can put little dimples outside on the lettering. And then the T here, there's so many ways you can do a T, but I like to put curves on my lettering so that it's got like some sort of like jagged edges, if you will. That's just what I do for my style, and it's not a new style. It's just one I've kind of adapted, and I really I really like the way it looks. So I've got a basic sketch here. I don't know if you can see that or not. I got a basic sketch of how I want things to be. The light's really bad. Sorry, guys. Oh, there we go. A little bit darker on it, but that's cool. So I've got the sketch where things, you know, where I want things to be. So I'm gonna go in and adjust that just a little bit. I'm gonna go in and heavy up because I really like where these are at. So there we go. I like the shape of them and everything. So I'm gonna go in and tighten these up. So I know right where my lines are gonna be. So I wanna make things just a little bit heavier. And basically heavying up that line. You know, I know that's exactly where the shape I like and where I want things to be. I'm also going to go on over here to the T. I like things to kind of flow together, like the space between the letters. I like, you know, you wouldn't want to make this concave, you want to make it arch with the F. It just looks better, in my opinion. And again, this is just how I do things. You may find that doing things for yourself, you know, it's okay to like be influenced by other people, other artists, but don't copy their style. You know, you have to spend the years developing your own style. And that's just part of it. So I've got like the outline here where I've heavied it up. Now I really want to go in and do like a drop shadow. It just adds for better depth and dimension. So real lightly, I'm going in and just sketching in where I want or where I believe the shadow is going to be. Just real subtle. And you can, I'm just gonna go in super light and drop in the shadow here. It gives it a little more depth. And you can use, like this drawing is probably going to go for my book or whatever, but if you're doing a sketch for a tank panel or you're getting ready to transfer something to a helmet, I mean, I would probably just draw this onto the helmet with a Stabilo pencil, but you could make a tracing of this, the area you have to work with for your helmet or tank or whatever, your fender, and then do the sketch on paper and then transfer it onto your surface that you're going to paint on. So there, I've dropped in the drop shadow. Just a real cool, subtle FTW. And then it's always fun just to go on the outside of it. I like to, if you know anything about my t-shirt art and stuff, I like to go just on the outside of everything and give it some sort of border to kind of close it all up, hold it all together, so to speak. Just like that. So, real simple lesson, but this is how I do a lot of my lettering. And you know, this is one of my favorites. A lot of times, like I said, I like to do things in an arch. But we can do some other, I'll do another, if I get some time today, I'll do another video on a different type of font. But this one was fun. Anyway, let me know if you have any questions. I'll try to get back to them if I can. Thank you for following me on Instagram. I appreciate it. Please subscribe to the YouTube page if you want to, and leave some comments if you'd like to, or questions. I'll try to get to them. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. And you guys enjoy your, I guess it's Wednesday. Yeah, enjoy your Wednesday. Thanks, guys. Take care. See you soon.